Hey everybody, Rick Peterson here, Goes to 11 Media, doing a product review video today for you of the Smokehouse Products, the MiMi MoTo, and it's their cooker and heater unit and their infrared heating element that goes on the top. So as you can see, we're going to show some video over the shoulder here that you get to see how the unit works, how you put it together and light it, etc. I utilized the Smokehouse Products fire sticks or fire starters. They work really well. I would always remind everybody, have some redundancies in everything that you do, so you don't just rely on one thing. Take a lighter with you to get that stick burning in case it's maybe got a little damp or whatever. And then all you need to do is you fill that up to about 2/3 capacity with the wood pellets. The Smokehouse wood pellets work really, really well, and my neighbors actually liked it because I was using the apple wood pellets, and so they were getting hungry. They thought I was going to be smoking some food. Here's the thing, is that when you put that in initially, it will smoke, okay? Once it's starting to get the smoldering happening before the wood pellets catch, there's going to be an element of smoke that comes off of it. Once it catches and you got that little fan going, this is the battery operated. It has an internal battery that is rechargeable. Once you get it going, you turn on the fan. Pretty quiet fan, it's not loud by any means. And get it going so that it's bringing the air in to get that combustion happening. It is awesome. I was really impressed, as you can see in the video, that it really gets going a good little flame. I literally only probably put about maybe 1.5 inches to 1 inch of pellets in the bottom. I didn't want to be out there for 1.5 hours waiting for it to finish cooking that off. But it really did a very good job. Now, the one thing I'm going to say to you is that make sure before you take this out that you give it a full charge on the wall plug to plug the battery up to full charge. Again, going back to having redundancies, I like to have redundancies with me, and thankfully I have this little HUAF battery pack. I will put the link to it in the description of the video below. I can't say enough good things about this battery pack. I've used it for many things in power outages, etc., and it's lasted me for hours, and I've literally only used maybe 20% of the battery off it. It'll last forever. So I plugged this into the MiMi MoTo here, and because I wanted to make sure I had enough juice. Because what had happened is that I didn't give it enough of a charge and it went out. And then what happened is that the combustion chamber gets starved for oxygen and then it starts smoking like crazy. And the problem with that is that you're not going to get it to burn. It's just going to smolder. So, but the second I plugged this back in, cranked the fan on, and within probably 30 to 45 seconds, poof, the smoke went away. It was burning properly again, and I had hot coals with some flame happening. It's a very cool reburner combustion chamber that they've created for this. And so once it's going, there's literally no smoke coming off of this. I was really blown away. Like, there is no smoke. Which makes it very pleasant. You know, you're not sitting there and getting sort of smoked out, you know, like a campfire coming at you, or you're standing in front of a smoker or whatever. So they did a fantastic job. This is the diffuser plate that goes on top of the MiMi MoTo, and the idea behind that is that it goes on, you just sit it on the top, get it centered, and then you can put your frying pan or your pot, etc., if you want to cook on this. When you're not going to be cooking, you can take that off, put it over to the side here, and this is the heating element for your infrared heating. This simply goes onto the top, sits on top of the tines like so, and what happens is the heat goes up into here. This thing gets red hot and it diffuses heat out, turns into a really good little space heater. Now what's clever is that Smokehouse has created this little tool here for taking things off and on when it's hot. Now initially I didn't quite understand where it was, but because I didn't see the slot. But if you actually, what you do is you take this and you come in at an angle and it goes inside the chamber, you drop the handle down, you pull back, and now it's locked into place. And now I can actually lift this off, and I'm nowhere near a hot element, so I'm not gonna burn myself. I can put it down on the ground, again, without using any hands, go back in, slide this out, there you go. Now, as far as the chambers goes, I'm gonna show it to you in two ways here. So I'm gonna align this so that we have two notches. So first one, this is going to be for the inner chamber where you're gonna put your pellets. That comes out like so. We're gonna put it off to the side for a second here. And again, it's very simple to do. This one here, and we can lift this chamber out as well, all right? This comes off, done. And basically, your MiMi MoTo is, there's where the air circulation happens. But what's wonderful about this is that the way they designed it, because with the holes that are in the bottom and the top, and again, the same on this one here, and it creates a perfect reburner combustion chamber and smokeless. I loved it. So this thing gets, to me, it gets, you know, pretty much the 11. Like, they've thought about everything on this thing. And again, you can burn, hardwood pellets are the best to put in here. So you could put in there, you could put your applewood pellets or cherry wood or whatever. And not only does it do a great job on burning for a long period of time, when you first light it up, you get the smell of that wood until it catches fire. So it smells great. It's got handles on the side, so easy carry. Right, so they fold down, really easy peasy. As I say, I've got this battery pack plugged into it right now to charge it up. But again, you can see, like, this is not heavy. Like, it's not an item where I'm going, oh my goodness, like, this thing weighs 20 pounds. This thing probably weighs, I'm gonna say, maybe 7 pounds ballpark, if that. It's not that heavy. So it's fairly portable. I just would say that it's not going to be something you're going to want to be using if you're going out backpacking, that kind of thing. It's going to be too big and bulky. But if you're going to the lake fishing for the day, if you're going camping, definitely, this is something that I would definitely take with me. It does a great job. And again, Smokehouse Products, thank you very much for the opportunity to do a product review on this. Very impressed with the product and the quality. You don't disappoint in all the products you put together and that you've sent to us. They've been exemplary. So I would highly recommend this to anybody that's looking for something to take, as opposed to carrying around bottles of propane and all the rest. Big thing that I'm gonna say to you, just 2 things to remember. Bring a lighter, bring a second battery pack. It doesn't have to be anything big. This is the size of my cell phone, right? So something small just gives you enough juice that when you're using it, you know that you got enough power. If you charge this up and it happens to go out, you're not gonna be without a cook stove. So short of that, guys, I hope you found this to be a really good product review video for you. And if you liked it, please click the like or the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to our channel. The more subscribers we have, the more access we have to great products to do reviews for you folks. And most importantly, don't forget to hit that reminder button so you don't miss any future episodes. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time, folks. Take care.